box in the time machine.
What the? Well, that's great.
Hmm.
Nothing, just totally not my webcam just randomly deciding to stop working.
I'm sure it should be fine.
Nothing like that.
It always has to be something.
Yeah. Well, it's fine, because technically we're at the, starting soon, so it's fine.
Oh, I just realised something.
Hmm.
I have control over this big ass token. I'm gonna go make him. I'm gonna just go ahead and make her sit on Ragnar. There we go.
What?
You can thank me later.
He had control over his grandma's token.
So I put her on top of Ragnar. He can thank me later. That's as close as he'll ever get.
I love how there are now so many pages in this adventure. I have to actually drag you through multiple to get to the current one.
Oh shit, is that what I think it is?
Might be, you know.
Wow, she either this is this was something important, or she really fucked up.
Oh, someone's got an alarm.
Oh hey, yeah, I bet 10 gold will find Moon in that wreckage.
Aha! Okay, webcam is now working. And with that, we'll go on and transition. Hello, and welcome to the Marvellous Misadventures of L.E.O. I, of course, am your GM, Brandon, also known as B-Railgun. Joining me today, the effervescent Nico, also known as Simon.
Hello.
Hello. Playing, of course, Dorian Crawfield. The magnanimous John / Vuna / verified / random name. Playing
/ Dozak.
playing the incomparable Dozak.
And eating.
And eating. And, of course, the delightful Sedok, also known as Amanda.
Hey.
Playing the role of Dark Moon Knight, the most mysterious of entities.
So far, we know she's a cat. She has a bag, and sometimes she likes to stab people.
Only when you steal my bag.
Or someone pays high enough.
Or someone pays high enough. So we're of course not playing the main campaign today because John and Kira and Tom could not be here. So we'll be playing a little side quest. This is set before the events of Humdrum. Somewhere in a field along the Pebbled shore. And yeah, where is my little intro? Here it is. A small band of you are scouting ahead of the main caravan as you're crossing a long, empty stretch of the Pebbled shore. So there's like no villages or anything nearby. Orpheer has brought May along since he's integrating into her family. It thought would be a good opportunity for bonding. And during the early hours of the morning, you're suddenly awoken by an earth-shattering sound that rips through the darkness. You spring awake in your tents.
I peek out the tent. Is my tent on fire?
You peek out the tent, and it doesn't appear to be on fire.
Well, that's good.
What is it?
I don't know. What do I see? I look around.
You see, off in the distance, there appears to be some glowy, fiery bits.
Ooh. Guys, I see some fire, and I didn't cause it. Promise.
And as far as I know, I don't sleepwalk.
Seltham's just like, that is probably the loudest sound I've ever heard. Reminds me of cave-in.
We're pretty far from a cave, though.
You haven't been to the Spires yet, have you?
Perhaps something crashed.
What could crash? I don't know anything that can fly other than dragons and the like.
Well, dragons
I'll take a
sometimes
look.
travel on airships.
There's airships?
They're very rare.
Let's go see what this is. Sure, it's an adventure.
He just turns to...
That's whatever time it is in the morning it is.
He just turns to Maid. He's like, stay here.
Or you can follow the Candy Queen, King, whatever.
And then he looks at Selth and he's like, you are with us. So it's like, oh, you do not trust me with the girl child. Okay then.
God dear.
So that will glance back at Sullivan, and he'll say, maybe if it didn't look like you had spent all night awake, you might be more trustworthy.
I assume you're just commenting on the fact that he just looks glamorous at all times.
Mm.
Yes, it's unnerving.
Alright then, shall we head toward the fire?
Let's go towards the fire, because that's what
That's what I'm doing.
idiots do, like us.
So
Yeah,
it's
let's go
hard to
with
see, but the path you're looking for is this way. There's kind of a cliff. As you approach, you see what appears to be the mast, or not the mast, the what do you call the bit that sticks out of the front of a ship?
Prow.
The prow, there we go. You see the
Yeah.
prow of a ship now resting upon the ledge. Huh.
Huh. Well, looks like something did crash.
So the thing's just like, I am pretty sure this was not here this afternoon.
I agree with that. I don't remember seeing this.
Well,
At the
let's see
same
if
time,
anyone
I remember-
survived.
I remember seeing a lot of strange shapes. I think I was under another wonderful sugar high.
Maybe we should see if anyone's alive.
You can hear the sounds of some kind of groaning amongst the burning.
Mechanical groaning or
No,
people groaning?
people groaning.
Okay.
Those aims assuming that whoever is hearing is alive.
What the hell is that?
Are you just gonna... What are you gonna do? Are you just gonna swan dive off the cliff?
He'll look back to you, smirk, and then turn into a bear which has a climb speed. And climb.
Honestly, I was half
Also,
expecting you to just turn into a bird and swan dive off like that.
Nah, he wants something with a bit more meat on its bones. And besides, the bear also has keen scent, so you'll be able to sniff out whoever's alive.
I suggest we take the less steep path down. I'd rather not break my legs.
By the way, how dark is it in general?
It's about 3 in the morning, so it's pretty darn dark. There's a little bit of moonlight, but not too much.
Yes, let's go take the shadow path. Instead of climbing the ship vertically.
Yeah.
Who knows, they might have a ladder.
Are you going to assume? Are you going to suggest Ozak go with you, or because he's going down?
Nope, Ozak's gone.
Yep.
Ozak's gone already.
Ozak's already climbing down the ship. As you round the corner, give me a perception check.
Oh, I hope this is bad.
I mean, look on the map and you'll see that yes, it's bad.
17.
17!
As you round the corner, you sense a familiar presence.
Why is it that everywhere I go, you guys turn up?
Oh, it's you! Hi, Dark Moon.
Orpheus like, we could say
Yes?
the same to you.
I was here first.
We were camping here, so technically.
You don't know how long I've been here?
You've been here for more than a night?
Yes.
Just staring at this general area?
I may have had insider knowledge.
Insider knowledge that this thing would coincidentally crash right here.
Yes.
I don't...
I find that statement highly dubious.
Sure, you know what? Sure, I believe that.
Well then, care
Shall we
to
go-
join us in investigating this mysterious wreck?
Well, I was going to anyway, so I guess so.
Well, if you're heading in this direction already.
Let's go. Dorian skips ahead.
Selthin goes to Dark and is like, I do not believe we've had the pleasure. I see, a woman of taste.
I just start sharpening my claws surreptitiously against each other.
Interestingly, you are both rogues.
Hmm.
So you recognize that he's said something to you in Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
It basically amounts to, I am aware of what you are.
Yeah, I continue
Dorian's
sharpening
gone
my
way... Dorian's gone way ahead at this point.
I just continue sharpening my claws, and now I'm going to keep a closer eye on him because he might be trying to muscle in on my territory.
As you make your way down, you see that it is a small craft. Its wings are not as immaculately as they appear here. They're ripped and torn and broken, and there's fire in places, and it looks like a part of the back of the ship has been ripped off.
Wow.
Okay. Does
What-
the ship look like it was well kept before the crash?
Give me an insight.
Insight. Oh, great. Nope.
Nice.
You have no earthly idea. You know nothing about skyships, really.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, you know a little bit from having been on one before, but you don't really know much about keeping vehicles.
I didn't appreciate the experience either.
While everyone's buddying up over there, is Dozak able to sniff out anyone who's alive?
You may do so. Give me an investigation check.
I'm using sense of smell for this, so I should have advantage. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yes, consensus. Oh, I don't have any mess.
Investigation, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Horrible.
Wow. Did you have advantage on that, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, my turn
so
was
we're going with the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Dozak, because of your familiarity with this particular form of vessel, you do notice, tattered as they are, you find a part of the mast that's broken off, but you recognize the flag.
Oh no.
That's basically the thought you have. Dozak, no, Dorian, did you give me a investigation? See if you
I can
spot
give you
anything?
one. Sure, I'm looking around. I'll take a 17.
Okay. You find a personage under just under their wing. Unfortunately, they have expired. But,
Well, that's
you recognize the familiar scaly skin on the bare clawed feet of a dragonborn.
okay.
Well, tough luck for him.
Indeed. I go back to looking around.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I do call out. Oh, there's a person. Oh, he
There we
didn't
go.
make it.
Yep, there's a dead dragonborn.
There's a person. Yeah, he didn't make it.
Oof.
Hopefully we'll find more luck towards that source of strange groaning we heard earlier.
You make your way up toward the ship, and you reunite with Dozak. Orphan calls out, "I see you've made it without breaking yourself."
Does just snort down at him and continue searching.
Dorian calls out. I don't know if it's pertinent to you or not, but they're dragonborn.
And about that time, lugging an unconscious dragonborn behind her, a woman clad in armor hauls herself up, takes one look around at you, Locke, and goes, "Well, well, well, if it isn't my little brother."
As I said, dragonborn are here.
What strange company you keep for yourself, Dozak.
Yeah, Dozak will change
Doesn't-
back into himself and just look rather surprised. I have to admit, I didn't expect to see you so far from home.
Well, I have to admit myself, I didn't expect to see your sorry hide up here.
Well, here we are. What happened?
She regards you for a moment. That's classified. But if you're going to help, there are more men below deck.
That is why I'm here. You know me too well. Yeah, Dozak's gonna go ahead.
Oh yes, I should probably
Get to
reveal
work.
this character to party. Eh?
That might be nice.
Show two plars. Has she popped up for you?
No.
Show to players doesn't always work.
Yeah, if it's not in their journal, they will never see it.
Yeah, it didn't add it to everyone's journals. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
But yeah. everyone, this is Dozak's younger sister. Or if he makes his way up onto the boat, I didn't know you had a sister.
Well, now you do. Try not to be too overwhelmed.
Seem very pleased to see her.
She's also quite tall. She is 6'9", so I believe she stands quite high over most of our party.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
That's
have
for
to
sure.
rub it in.
Oh, she will. Believe me, she will.
We'll get to that. Dorian casts. Well, for now, Dorian's gonna go help out casting floating disc.
As she drags the person behind, she's like, "Oh, I see you found some people your size."
He's just going to silently roll his eyes slightly.
Alright, Dozak, I take it you're heading down deck? Below decks?
Yeah, he's getting straight in there to help.
Dorian's coming to. His cast floating. Everyone sees a straight disc appear next to Dorian that seems to follow wherever he goes, and he claims that he can put a that.
Okay.
500 pounds worth of stuff before it just breaks.
500 pounds worth of stuff, so probably like 2 whole Dragonborns.
Yeah, so you can load them on and then we can float them out. But we can just do that very quickly.
Okay.
And it lasts for an hour.
Sweet.
Do you need any checks or?
I'm not going to be able to hold people onto the disc, but
He can carry them afterwards.
it's just. I'll copy and paste a spell in chat.
As you head below decks, you see it's in pretty much in disarray, as you might expect for something that fell out of the sky at a decent rate of speed. There are about you reason there were probably about a crew of 15. One you know is dead. She's got 2 with her.
Mm-hmm. 4 are counted.
Yeah. But this is a royal ship. They don't normally travel alone, so there probably will be other people coming. But it will probably have been well supplied.
I'm going to be useless carrying people out of here, obviously. So I'm going to have a look around, see what I can find.
Of course.
See what you can steal.
Maybe.
I mean,
To be honest, while people are loading the disc with people, Dorian might.
Look, if I see anybody else that needs help, I'll call for you.
all right. Everyone, roll me a d100. I guess I gotta roll one for Celotham too.
Oh, jeez. I hope high is good.
We'll see.
Okay, so you spend about a good half hour rummaging through the wreckage. You do manage, with the help of the Zira, you manage to recover and account for everybody. So good job.
Nice.
Unfortunately, only 5 of them are alive.
So sad.
Yeah, and several of them are in critical condition. Is anyone good with medicine? Maybe try and stabilize them?
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm the person you want to ask for help for that.
Yeah, I am, and if that fails, I do have magic too.
Dorian probably has read some books on this because he's got
You know
possible
what?
medicine.
You know what,
Orpheus,
fuck it,
how
he's
are
just-
you with medicine?
You
I
know
have
what,
some
fuck it.
strength.
He's just going to cast Healing Spirit and just stabilize everyone
Yeah.
with that.
Oh,
Healing
yeah,
spirit would work.
that would work. Just wasn't sure if you
Probably
wanted
get
to
someone
expend the
on
spell
their
slot or
feet,
not,
too.
but that's up to you.
I mean, he thinks it's worthwhile, so... Okay.
Fair enough. Alright, so you cast Healing Spirit. Darkmoon, give me your investigation check for, you know...
Pinching things.
No. Looking for things that could help.
23.
Wow.
Nice.
I might find out why the ship crashed.
As you're looking around, you notice something very interesting along one of the deck panels.
Yes.
There appear to be long gashes through the wood. But curiously, the spread and size of it looks like something about the size of a humanoid hand.
Anybody who's interested.
And inside, embedded in the wood, you find what appears to be something like a fingernail made of some type of stone-like material. Bright red.
Is there any chance that I might recognize what it is?
There's a possibility. Give me a history check. Wow, that's just... Well, okay, well, you need to pass 16, so good job.
Darkmoon gets the main character's hat now.
Just
It
pass
needs
it
to be
around.
well traveled.
You remember tales of strange creatures in a blighted land with claws and teeth of stone. You don't remember much more beyond that, though.
Probably would have avoided it at all cost.
Most people tend to. You also find a very ornate dagger.
Ooh.
The hilt of which appears to be in the shape of a four-horned red dragon.
I will be accepting that as payment for my services.
Not to be outdone, I think Celethim might see if you can find anything useful as well. Just, you know, while he's there. Also, he low-key doesn't want to be shown up. He's not great with investigation, though. Nope. He
Find some wooden planks.
He finds, he doesn't find anything of particular use that he feels inadequate as a rogue.
Oh, do you want some help?
It just kind of cuts Darkmoon a scornful glance. So, does anyone else want to see if they know anything about things with stone claws like that?
Yes, I draw everybody's attention and show them what I found. Minus the dagger. The dagger's in my bag.
Okay, so history check, was it?
Yes, it was.
Some investigation. And he has no clue what it is. Or the one of the two.
So, on what scale of nope.jpg do I find?
Oh, wow. Wow, good job, Dozak. So, Dozak vaguely recalls in his lessons about the histories of the lands of a kingdom of witches who are said to have claws that can shred through metal like paper.
I drop the claw, fingernail, whatever, very quickly and start rubbing my hands on my clothes, trying to clean them off.
Oh, it's too late. You've already been cursed. He says with a bit of a grin. She might be able to pick up that he's pulling her leg on that.
I just do a cat glare at him.
Oh dear.
So yeah, you've found, it appears this ship may have been attacked by a stone maw witch.
Which means we want nothing to do with it.
This sounds like more reason for us to be here.
Does that give me an insight check? Well, Dozak, you remember that there was some reason, and it's not quite apparent to you at the moment, but you know that there's some reason why dragons, particularly high-ranking dragons, go around collecting powerful humanoids that they might be able to use for nefarious experiments.
Is this damage on the inside or the
Yeah,
outside
he
of the
doesn't
ship?
want anything to do with this.
It's damage on the outside of the ship.
Okay.
Also, there's one part of the ship that you guys weren't able to get into. There's a
Even Dark Moon?
Yeah.
well,
Is there a pickable lock?
there is on a solid iron door.
I'm sure no one will find it suspicious that we were inside of this place for too long.
Well,
They're
I
too
don't know
busy
about
helping out
anyone
their
else.
wounded.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but Dozak's just been helping with the wounded the entire time. He's not poking around because he doesn't want to know.
I
Because he
mean,
knows the safer he is.
And Dorian was
well,
helping.
would you like to investigate
couldn't.
the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so investigation.
Yep. Wow. Using your sharp tabaxi hearing, you can just about make out what appears to be raspy, kind of ragged breathing from the other side of the door.
Something's alive in here, guys.
We should help?
Now, wait a minute. We don't
But
know
it's
what it is.
But it's alive.
Yeah, but it could be a monster.
But it's
Like one of those stone-clawed witch things.
Sure, but it's alive. In
You
a
just wanna
burning
help
ship.
everything, don't you?
It's alive in a burning ship. Yes, I do.
By all means, I won't prevent you from making horrible mistakes.
We could probably just, ask the person who's running the ship, though, of should we help this thing or not. But Dora wants to help.
So I was like, well, go talk to his sister.
All right. Well, yeah, you want to make it quick because not only is the ship burning, but the tide appears to be rising a little bit.
Well, the conversation would be very brief anyway.
Fair enough.
I can believe that. And we do have the
Well,
earrings.
I'm just ready to write it off as a casualty of the accident.
Oh dear.
Did you have a prisoner on board, and do you want them alive?
She kind of regards you for a moment. Make a wisdom check for me.
Check. Nice.
Wow.
He knows her.
He apparently knows her very well.
She knows him very well, I'm sure.
Where the hell is it? There it is. He knows her very, very well.
Well,
Wow.
I can't blame her. She crashed an airship.
Mm.
She should be shitting herself a lot more than she is.
She tries to conceal it, but she's very concerned and says that she doesn't quite know what you're talking about.
All the crew is out here. There is an iron door on board with something alive behind it.
She regards it for a moment. She says, "It's true. We were transporting something for Auntie, but I don't quite know what it is."
Well, if you wish to keep it alive, we may need to find out what it is and get it out of the room before it burns.
She kind of thinks for a moment. She's like, she kind of sighs, and she's like, "I'd hate to think I lost 10 men for nothing."
Dozak has thoughts, but he's not going to voice them.
Fine. We'll try and save whatever it is, but it better be worth it.
Dozak shrugs. I'm more worried about whether it will kill us all. And he'll gestures to Darkmoon.
She kind of narrows her eyes. It's like, still so timid, little brother.
Doran's now just got because for some reason I've got a Thieves' Tools with me.
That I am not the one who was
Tweaking with some
found on a wrecked airship on the beach. Caution seems to be serving me very well.
I'm just like pretending like I don't hear any of this conversation and am trying to sneak back off the ship at this point. Because I don't want to get killed by whatever's behind that door.
Doran's currently going through a bunch of lockpicks, going,
She walks up to the door and pulls out from her cloak a large iron key.
Oh, that makes it a bit easier.
Hey, wait, just let me get off the ship first.
She's like, she's trying to hide it, but you can tell she doesn't really want to open the door. She doesn't actually know what the fuck's in there.
And I am perfectly okay with that.
But you get the sense that
You know
whatever is in there is probably why this ship was attacked.
Also,
you know what?
Also,
whatever it is, too late.
yeah, Dozak very obviously doesn't want to know what the hell's in there either.
She opens the door. And you can hear the breathing coming from inside. Now that it's no longer coming in through a door, it sounds small.
Okay.
Does
What do we see?
anyone have light?
Produce flame. I mean, the
dark
ship's on fire. There's a lot of light around us.
Yes,
But I have
not,
dark vision.
not directed. Yes, but Dragonborn hilariously don't have dark vision.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Makes
have
no
dark
sense.
vision.
Why not?
So do I.
Okay, can I see what it is?
Yeah.
Yes, inside you
We both
see
can.
what appears to be a small girl child. Probably about 8 years old.
Okay, like a human.
Yes.
It's just a human. Like my ears and shoulders like droop in disappointment.
It was a raspy voice. I thought it was gonna.
Or
Instead of something
or if
even
you're
more
looking at the
terrible.
door, it's like it's an awfully thick door for a small girl.
Something looks can be deceiving. Something. Shall we get her off the ship before everything collapses around us?
That's probably a good idea. Orpheus scoops up the small child, who turns out is also in shackles. Orpheus just kind of glances at Dozak as he goes by.
Dozak will just shrug. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on here.
Orpheus is not getting a very high opinion of Dragonborn at the moment.
Hey, you and me both, buddy.
As you make your way off of the ship, suddenly there is a secondary explosion from one of the engines.
May I suggest we remove everyone off the beach?
That might be prudent. As the
Those who can't walk
as
still got my disc.
the back half of the ship again just shatters out across the beach.
We have a campsite fairly nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Selatham looks at some of the bodies like, is there burial rites for Dragonborn?
Well, not leaving them on the beach to be swept away by the tide is a start.
May I
My
suggest
magical disc is still
we
here.
move the living, breathing ones first, and then worry about the
Yes.
dead?
Dozak is already fucking doing this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Dorian is trying to urge people onto his magical disc to take him to ferry them back up the cliff.
All right. So just as the sun begins to rise, you finish moving all the people up into the safety of your campsite.
I just kind of sat at the top of the cliff watching the proceedings, sharpening my new dagger.
Where do you get that?
I've always had it.
I believe you.
I just imagine Dark Moon's just up here on this rock while everyone's gathered down here in the camp.
Yeah, it sounds about normal.
May just kind of comes out and looks curiously at the Dragonborn. And then she looks at Dozak and goes, "Huh, they're all a lot bigger than you are."
That's rude.
Oh, don't worry. They will constantly remind me of that fact as well.
I'm starting to understand some of your life choices.
I just quietly call down, "Don't make fun of his disabilities."
Amazing.
He'll glance to his sister and will just mention, you could learn a fair bit from her wit."
She just kind of looks at her and goes, "Tabaxi."
Dragonborn.
He's like, "Well, I'm sure that in time a rescue vessel will come." Her pride is obviously a little bit wounded.
Should be. She crashed an entire ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Dozak's being the nice brother he is, and not just ribbing her relentlessly for it.
She
Oh,
goes,
don't worry, I'll do it for
"I
you.
did not crash my ship. We were attacked." She says.
So you crash, but with more steps.
You two shut up.
She just
I
goes.
met a pirate captain one time that
What?
he was able to keep his ship going after being attacked severely and wounded. He lost an arm that day.
She eyes Dory. Is like, how about I see how well you fly without wings?
I mean, I don't have wings, so I don't really fly. I don't see your point.
She kind of flexes her muscles a little bit. It's like, would you like to fly?
I mean, flying is pretty cool.
Those like will just put a palm on it over his face and just rub his forehead a bit.
Or Fear just kind of.
He does not
Or
understand.
Fear
what
just
you're
walks
saying
over,
to him.
grabs the back of Dorian's collar, and just drags him away from her.
Hey, she was going to show me how to fly.
It's like, stay here.
Okay.
It's not an enjoyable experience.
So, who's going to tend to the small girl?
Does anybody have a key for those shackles?
She's likely shackled for a reason, you know.
It's just a human.
Do I
And that is
have...
why you keep getting into terrible situations.
If I recall, you're the people who keep getting into terrible situations, and I'm the one who keeps getting you out of them.
She's right, you know.
That was true once.
If I... Sec, I need to find the ability.
Well, we certainly don't have the horses to carry all of you onto a village. I don't feel that we should simply abandon you in the wilds.
You think they couldn't? You think they couldn't survive?
Well, I'm sure they could, it's just not right.
If you give me half an hour, I can do detect magic. See if there's some magical innate ability for this little girl. And if there isn't, then shackles can come off.
That seems fair, Selatham says.
You know, there's a reason that she's chained up. But we'll see.
At least so my sister doesn't wind up dead. That's a good idea.
Actually, it's a ritual cast, so I can do it in 10 minutes. Ooh.
Oh, lovely. Alright, so you're going to detect magic on her.
Yep, ritual cast detect magic.
Can you throw detect... Let me see if I can find detect magic, actually. It's probably in the compendium.
There you go.
Okay. So, you do detect faintly magic innately in this child. What you can tell about it is it appears to be dormant.
Right.
But you're not quite sure what kind of magic it is. It seems similar to Fae, but not quite. There's something fell about it.
Fell. I don't know what that means.
Dark.
Dark, tainted.
Okay. Well. And these shackles are just steel shackles?
They are just steel shackles.
Whatever magic this little girl has, it's not going around right now.
No, it appears to be dormant.
Yes. So it's not going on. It's not going around right now. So I'm sure to be all right. We can probably take the shackles off for now.
For now.
Well, I can't say if the magic will just appear. It will manifest in the next 10 minutes or the next year. Magic's weird like that.
Hmm.
Maybe
Probably
we
should-
should just leave the shackles on.
I mean, I
shackles on-
suppose she's sort of their prisoner.
Yeah, it's not. It's not our. It's not our call.
Exactly. She is not our prisoner to free. But at least it seems she is no danger for
Hmm.
now.
For now. Until something happens, and then she might turn into a danger.
Okay, we'll leave the shackles on. You've convinced me.
What has this little girl been doing all this time? I haven't heard her say a thing.
She's been unconscious this time. She's knocked up a little bit from being flung around inside of ostensibly a prison cell in a ship that was crashing.
Oh, shit, I should have asked if the metal was lead or something like that. Or was it just steel? On the ship, but whatever. We're gone from that.
Yeah. Also,
Anyhow.
since the tide came in with the morning, the ship's kind of started drifting off.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go back to sea. Anyhow, unless...
Well, there's no reason not to treat her, right?
Oh, that's not ritual. Hello.
Well, is someone going to use any healing magic on the girl child?
Dozak isn't going to risk waking up whatever magical bullshit is going on there. He's going to make sure she's healthy, and pretty much that's it.
You're still just unnerved by her, basically. Dorian can aid in that.
Yeah. Dozak begins to fumble with medical herbs and things, but he's like, God, I haven't done normal treatments in so long. What was the herb you used again for disinfection?
Nah, sod it.
16.
If she deteriorates, I'll just use magic.
Hey, I'm helping.
Yeah, Dorian's like, I'm pretty sure it's blood moss. I'm pretty sure.
And Dozak will just give him the kit.
I've had to use this a lot with all of the unpleasant tummy aches I've been having with all this candy.
Give me a perception to see if you notice anything about the girl child.
Who? Just Dorian?
Yeah, just Dorian.
Same-
You do notice
same
something
roll.
strange about her. You thought at first it was just because of the bruising, but you realized that there's something strange about her blood. Unlike the red that you normally know for blood, her blood looks almost like royal purple in color.
So this is definitely not a human. Or maybe it is a human, but something weird happened to her. But see if these herbs have any effect on her then.
Well, it seems that as you would expect, the blood moss helps keep the wounds clean, and it appears to be okay. As far as you know, there doesn't appear to be any adverse reaction.
Awesome, she doesn't have allergic reactions to blood moss. That will be awkward.
That That would be a little bit awkward.
Fortunately,
Has it ever
there isn't-
happened to you before?
Fortunately, there isn't a jail for you to be thrown in this time.
I generally stick to healing myself and not other people. Generally. So, I don't know.
I'd actually forgotten about that callback.
And I haven't given her candy. So. I'm sure it would be alright.
Weirdly enough,
dear.
this is the only child female I can find, so we're just gonna go with that.
Sure.
I don't know why she just has a book clutched in her hands, but you know.
She likes to read.
It's a way to
Right.
hide the shackles. They shape the shackles in a way that it looks like a book, just constantly. Simple.
About this time, Dazira walks over and looks at her. She's like, so, that was what was in my cell?
Yes. Interesting.
Hmm.
Very interesting character.
Hardly seems worth all the trouble.
What happened? What were you attacked by?
Oh, I know very well what the airship was attacked by.
She goes, I'm not really sure, she admits finally.
It was stone. The name of them was like that stone hag witches, right?
All I know is we were sailing along for a rendezvous when suddenly our sails started ripping. There was something flying around us.
Wait, those things can fly too?
And when it was not satisfied with our sails, it began ripping through our hull, through our control mechanisms,
I see.
until eventually we lost the ability to steer. Fortunately, we were able to just about head toward land so we didn't sink into the middle of the ocean. It's quite unnerving when you're in a room and suddenly the wall gets ripped apart.
Tell me about it.
I wouldn't know. Well, that's... So some sort of hag witch. Alright, Dozak?
Oh,
Yes, from the Deadlands nearby.
Oh.
Actually, think about it, Dozak. You never gave me the token for that.
Oh fuck, did I?
No, you didn't.
Better be quick.
Wait, did you need it? Because
Yes, I do.
why didn't you tell me you needed it?
Because I thought you'd already made it, but apparently you hadn't.
Intermission.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it's this one. It only takes me a minute to make these.
Finally, she turns to Dozak. So, you've been traipsing around the world with these. She kind of looks at them, raises an eyebrow. People. She says auspiciously.
Observant. Yes. And some of them are even reliable. If you could believe that.
She kind of scoffs. and looks at Dorian. Reliable.
Dorian's currently got a little vial and just like holding a tiny bit of the blood up to the morning light. It's really confused.
And then she looks at Celithum. Reliable indeed.
Oh, that's purple blood. Hmm.
She then kind of, she kind of pushes at his shoulder. Slacking in your training as always?
Was it? Who is she pushing? Sorry?
Dozak.
As if it matters.
Hmm.
Nor should it matter to you. You have bigger things to worry about, don't you?
Well, can a sister not be concerned for her brother? Dozak?
Who's currently photoshopping?
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing two things at once. Anyway, he'll shrug. Who you worry about is entirely your decision.
Hmm.
Though you don't need to worry about me.
She's like, oh, prove it then. And she takes off her glove and slaps Dozak across the mall.
She does that and he blinks and then laughs.
Well, what
Very well, if you insist.
she has challenged Dozak to a duel.
Yeah, Dozak is just like shaking his head with a bit of a grin, like he totally expected that.
She's like, choose the weapons. Well, Dozak.
Let me think. He has a weapon, she has a weapon, so weapons already chosen, more or less.
Well, because it's a duel, you can dictate what she can use. You notice she has herself a great sword and a long sword. Pretty common among Dragonborn fighters, if I'm honest. So what do you want to do?
He'll gesture to a long sword. Less likely to decapitate me, I think.
She grins. If you insist.
And Brel, you're gonna have to tell me what whether she picks his weapon or what.
I have to check what weapons characters. I believe
I have a scimitar.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you'll probably be fighting with your scimitar.
Yep.
Or if it's just like, well, this should be interesting. He kind of comes over and he brings over Mai with him and motions for her to sit down. Self is like, I don't think I've ever seen dragons fight. What about you, Dark Moon?
I move in for a closer view as well. It's always fun watching people fight to the death.
Dark Moon kind of hops and skips along the rocks and perches up here. Just to get a better view. Where'd oh yeah, there she is. I guess Dorian's just gonna be oblivious.
Yep.
Worried about that possibly dangerous child over there.
Yep. Doran's mind on something else entirely.
Possibly dangerous.
Most likely dangerous.
He's trying to figure out why would they do that? There has to be a reason. And why the heck's the blood blue? What?
Purple.
Purple. I keep thinking blue. I don't know why.
I mean, red and blue make purple. It's about as
I don't
valid a
know.
reason as any, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
So, Rail, quick
Yep.
question.
Go ahead.
Is magic disallowed in these views?
Well, generally, yeah. Unless you're challenging her to a magic duel.
And no magic. He knows he's going to lose. He's used to that. She always did go in with the heavy armor.
Well, unfortunately, she doesn't have her attendant to help her put on her armor.
Fortunately or fortunately?
Unfortunately for
perspective.
her, I guess. Fortunately for
Both in a
Dozak.
way.
It's a matter of
Dozak.
perspective.
Mm-hmm. Both in a way.
Nope, I don't want to remove it. I just want to unequip it. Oh no, that's chainmail. Never mind. Okay, so yeah. So she'll be in her just her regular old chainmail and not her full plate mail.
Was he?
Alright, so you and she square off. She draws her sword. She looks at you and goes, "I'll give you the first hit.
It's a trap.
Since it's been so long."
He'll shrug, drawing his own scimitar. As you wish. Hardly seems fair. And she knows him, so she knows that he's
All the shit talking.
He does not believe he does not believe it's unfair in the slightest. He knows he's at a disadvantage. So anyway,
All the shit talking.
all right. So yeah, he'll ready his scimitar, and the duel will commence as he goes for a relatively simple slash to see how she responds.
Okay.
He hasn't sparred with her for over a year. But he probably changed.
Well. Alright, so I guess you'll have to give us an attack roll.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely playing that. He's definitely playing that off as a feint.
Yeah, you
I
see,
think I'm right.
you see Dozak rush in, and she just kind of sidesteps him. Uh-oh.
Watch her crit and immediately put him on the ground.
That would be kind of funny, but I don't imagine it'll. I don't imagine
Yeah,
it'll.
if that happens, she would be accusing him of not even trying seriously.
I would be accusing you of not trying as well.
14.
Very judgmental cat over here.
Yeah, I've
That's-
noticed. 14 is a hit.
Yeah, a sacred arm class.
Okay. All right. She gets in a good 7 slash. Not too bad, but it's definitely a blow. You're gonna be feeling that for a little while.
Yep. Anyway, he'll
You
attempt
can,
to
Naturally, of course, landing the first blow, she gives off a smug face. Let's see if you can get a little retribution.
Yeah, he'll attempt to use the opening. Oh, and I think I do.
Wow.
Nice.
The feint was a success.
Yes,
That's what we're calling
you
it.
anticipated her strong attack, but knowing her, you knew that she left her left side open.
Yeah, and he'll comment as such. You're still leaving your left side open.
She just kind of a little anger grunt, and she'll just go move right on in fluidly into her next attack.
And miss.
Oh.
Yeah, Dozak will use the fact that he injured her to kind of slide in that direction. So she gets like that hitch from trying to move her injured side, and misses because of it.
Yep, her sword just sails right over your head.
All right, and he's going to keep up the pressure, or try to.
You get a good swipe, but she manages to back out of it and just goes, "Oh, maybe you haven't dulled so much after all."
Perhaps. Yeah, she gets him.
That's a hit.
Oof. She gets in a good little blow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This time she draws a little blood. Well, perhaps you've dulled a little.
What can I say? I haven't exactly been challenged. Not challenged enough, indeed.
Clearly not.
That's
Oh
definitely.
yeah, she's winning now. Pretty decisively.
She's been winning from the beginning.
I mean, I started a turnaround, but nah.
You had one turn turn around.
And
What
now
you done?
you're kind of panting a little bit from all the exertion.
Is she even breathing hard?
Her, no.
She's not gonna let you see it that seriously. He'll definitely try to knock the breath out of her. Going for a slash, but instead of striking with the blade, just giving a very strong punch to the chest to knock her breath away.
All right.
So yeah, so slight damage, but maybe he makes her lose her breath a bit.
Just a little bit. Let's see how she responds.
She responds by
Oh,
destroying him.
Ow.
oh dear. Oof.
Yeah.
You get her in the chest. She wins a little bit, and then she just kind of grins, and she just hammers at you, and Dozak falls to his ass. And then finally she brings her sword up to his throat. She's like, better than I expected.
It almost sounds like a compliment.
You see her,
I bet you I remember too.
she sheathes her sword and she offers you a hand back up.
Yeah, he'll take the hand and stand back up.
May not like each other, but she's nothing if not honorable.
Until she has reason not to be. Anyway.
Did you get the doohickey?
Doohickey?
Toucan?
The icon you were working on.
Oh right, fuck! I'd stopped doing that because we were having a fucking duel.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right,
Who would
Darkmoon.
have guessed? Getting the person who's
how do you feel about the
really
duel?
hard to do something.
Getting to see a Dragonborn Paladin in action, even just a little bit.
It's very impressive.
Well, Dozak tried anyway.
Not hard enough.
I think you
Clearly.
I think you wounded him more than his sister has. Well, Orpheus, I guess, will offer up a cure wounds if Dozak needs it.
I can care for myself. And he'll just use the healing spirit.
Burning through them healing spirits, aren't we?
He doesn't exactly expect to have any further encounters today, so fucking soon.
Famous last words.
Besides, it's a pretty efficient spell.
It really is.
So concentration up to 1 minute. So 10d6.
I suppose it is a pretty helpful spell. There you go. Right as rain.
Well, no, he's still like
Half.
just under half, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care about being fully healed anyway.
You're not gonna let anyone tell you otherwise, eh?
I mean, he's not going to tell Orpheus not to heal him if he does so anyway.
Yeah, alright. Orpheus will give him a healing hand. Yeah, sure. Dozak's been a good sport about everything. You know what? Fuck it. We'll give him the good health. Oh, never mind. Wrong one.
Yeah, that is the wrong one.
Oop. No. No. That one. There we go. There we go. It's not a whole lot, but there you are.
It's still something.
Yeah, it's something.
Well, Orpheus not a very high level caster, is he?
Hence.
I mean, honestly, most of his magic is smite, mark, thorns. But none of that's very helpful at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian, how's our patient?
Dorian's walked off from the patient at the moment and was just observing how the blood's like, but we'll go inspect.
I hope
Just
that's
curious.
the right token.
Yes, that is the right token.
Good. That was an absolute guess.
It shouldn't have been, but okay.
My memory's bad, man.
Where is did I roll? Did I roll a thing?
You didn't.
Oh, you rolled an investigation.
Hmm.
What are you investigating?
You said you asked me how the patient's doing.
Oh, right. Well, as you're wondering about her blood, you go over and notice that she started rousing.
Hello. Good morning. Yes, it's morning.
She looks up at you and just starts screaming. Screaming
I'll back away.
bloody murder.
I clap my hands over my ears. Can somebody stop that noise?
Yeah, I've backed away.
Dorian's backed away.
Just really confused.
Some of them kind of rushes over. He's like, "Please, it's okay. It's okay. Everything good." She doesn't seem to stop. Who's gonna do something to try and stop her?